Welcome back to another video. So in front of me, I have my new to me 2022 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro in that beautiful, at least some people think it's beautiful, others hate it, electric lime metallic color. I'll go ahead and get this question, guys, out of the way first. John, why the heck another Tacoma? Well, if you're new to the channel, a couple months ago, I actually sold a Voodoo Blue, a 2021 TRD off-road double cab long bed. Built it up slightly, but it was never really the vision that I had for that Tacoma because the world had just opened back up. Parts were still hard to get, and the build just kind of started, the hype was high, and then just died off fast because I couldn't get parts for it. And then I just didn't really make content with it, and it kind of sucked. But the market for used vehicles too was starting to go down a little bit, so I wanted to sell it kind of at a peak, gave the guy a good deal on it, and he was happy and he got a new truck. But why another one? I'll tell you guys, because the 4th generation Tacoma is coming out this year. Tons of hype about it. It looks awesome so far if this is the real Tacoma, but the 4th generation is coming out this year, and I wanted to still build up my Tacoma audience on the channel, bring in new Tacoma owners, bring in people that have had Tacomas that are looking to modify it, and do a huge build on this TRD Pro, and then sell it and roll those profits into a 4th generation Tacoma to give you guys more content with Tacoma and all Toyota in the future. So the difference between this build and the one of the Voodoo Blue that we just had on the channel is, guys, I got a lot of parts already for this thing. So we learned from the mistake of last time thinking that we could just get parts in a couple weeks, a couple months, whatever it may be. And we learned from last time, and you can see my garage is stacked full of parts from this. Cali Race is going to be a huge sponsor for the build. We have Relations race wheels for it, got a deck system going into the back, we got a rooftop tent for this thing, so it's going to be a very, very cool off-road overland rig, and I'm actually going to use it because I haven't really built stuff up on this channel and really gotten to use it just because I just haven't, and it sucks. So this build is really going to be It's going to be awesome, guys, and I'm very, very excited for it. One, because it's an awesome TRD Pro Tacoma in the electric lime color. Two, because I have all the parts already for it, working with amazing sponsors and people to show you guys products that I actually believe in, right? They're actually good products. Those are the only sponsors that I like to deal with stuff with. And three, whatever profit we make potentially on this at the end when we sell it, we can roll into the 4th generation Tacoma to just keep this awesome Tacoma content going. So I'm very, very excited for it. I really hope you guys are too. Why I picked a TRD Pro, let's talk about that. Why the heck did I pick a TRD Pro? Well, I picked a TRD Pro, and I kind of mentioned on it earlier, the used car market is somewhat softening, not a whole lot, but we are seeing higher interest rates. Toyotas are still very hard to come by. Dealerships really aren't asking crazy MSRPs for things anymore, and TRD Pros just seem to really hold their value. So when everything else kind of starts to come down to real world pricing, TRD Pros will still be a little bit higher than normal, so that just helps towards the profit for a 4th generation Tacoma later this year, maybe early next year, whenever it actually comes out. I also didn't get a 2023 in solar octane, one, because the prices are still ridiculously crazy, and this one has about 12,000 miles on it now, and I got it for a pretty good price at Alexandria Toyota up in Virginia. So I was up there for the DC Auto Show. We had lined this vehicle up a little bit prior to that, and I was just trying to work logistics-wise on how the heck I was going to get up there and bring this vehicle back. So 2 birds, 1 stone. There's the DC Auto Show, and then just pick this up too. So very, very excited to have the Tacoma on the channel. And the TRD Pro is just, it's so awesome. And I've really loved this color because a lot of people don't like this color, which is the main reason why I really wanted this. So go ahead and give you guys a full look around of this vehicle. I'll talk about some plans and stuff that I have in maybe a future video where I show you guys all the parts, because we're still waiting on stuff. But in Florida, we don't have to have a front license plate. I'm kind of upset that this vehicle has it drilled in, but that's no worries because we're going to be doing a full low pro stealth Cali raised bumper down there. Tons of armor and skids going down it. We got rock sliders coming. Very cool roof rack from Cali raised, but I am going to put one up there from LFD that we had for the last Tacoma that I just never went around to putting on because that truck wasn't getting built the way that I intended it to. So going to throw that one on first, and then a Cali raised one. New wheels, like I said, from Relations Race Wheels. Most likely going to put Nittos on this too. You guys know that I love my Nittos. Maybe some Nitto Recon grapplers, just like that's on the 4Runner. I'm not going to go with E-load rating or anything crazy with this truck because I still know that is a Tacoma power plant underneath, and I don't want to overtax this motor because I don't plan on re-gearing it or anything like that. So trying to make it like kind of a daily still, but if you wanted to use it for overland on the weekends, you could. So the rooftop tent that we're going to put on it is a very lightweight rooftop tent. If the deck system does show up, I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to. We're going to put a deck system in the back, so that would really be the only weight like really added to this truck. Yeah, bigger tires do stink, but we're not going to go with a crazy E-load rating. We're going to go with a C-load rating. All the skids and everything are all aluminum under it. So really trying to keep this as a good driving Tacoma and not just going balls to the walls, making it an overland rig, and then it's just a very crappy truck to drive like to the grocery store or whatever, because we all know that we'll still take our Tacomas and stuff to the grocery store. So electric line metallic. Love the color, love the suspension. The TRD exhaust is great. I got 18, like high 18s, low 19s driving this truck from Virginia back, and I actually went through Tennessee, so a lot of mountains and stuff. This truck was surprisingly comfortable to drive. Again, I don't know if they really updated like the transmission and stuff, but it wasn't shifting all over the place. It did downshift every once in a while when it needed to maintain 75, 80 miles an hour. But I mean, for the most part, the truck drove really good. My back did hurt a little bit from the seats. The seats aren't the craziest comfortable, especially when I'm used to the Sequoia and the Tundra now. But aside from that, man, this truck being made in Mexico, it is solid, guys. It is so solid. I love the Tacoma platform. It's been out since 2016 model year, so right, it really came out in 2015. But even though that they put the production down in Mexico, these things are built extremely solid. So hopefully the new Tundra and Sequoia, they start to be that way as they get longer into their production cycles, but this truck is just incredibly solid. So we got the 16-inch wheels down here that I'll be selling. If you guys are interested, let me know down in the comment section. I'll probably do it local to Destin and not really ship them. I'll be selling the tires. As much as I love the TRD suspension that's under it, we got some goodies from Inspired Overland. So we're going to have brand new upper control arms and a bit taller of shocks too to fit the bigger tires. Most likely we'll do a body mount chop down here too to fit the 285 7017s. And then coming on to the inside, we're not going to be too crazy on the inside, again, keeping it more daily mentality, but we got the JBL sound system, the TRD Pro floor mats right here. Decently comfortable, not insanely comfortable seats with the TRD Pro stitched up top. Red stitching going all the way down. I may or may not do the seat jackers in this one. For me, it's okay. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and we do in this one have a moonroof too. Nice black headliner. Very clean interior. This truck now has 12,600 miles on it, and I mean, it looks dang near brand new. And then I mean, even coming to the back of this truck, like you guys can just see, for it being used, it is very clean. Going into the bed, like I said, we may put a deck system in here. I had the deck system in the Tundra. It was great in the Tundra, but for what I used the Tundra for, it wasn't ideal, right? Because I use it for a lot of real estate stuff. As I mentioned that to you guys, we have some rental properties that we take care of, and it was a little bit of a nuisance to lose the bed of that truck. For this truck, it is going to be an overland rig. So we'll have hopefully the deck system back here. We're going to have a nice tall overland rack. We'll have the rooftop tent up top. So you're already kind of losing your bed anyways because of the whole bed rack that we have for it. So this way it utilizes the deck system really well. You could have a sliding cargo tray on it. You could have your fridge back here if you really want. And then hopefully we get a tire swing too, because I have 5 wheels. Hopefully we'll have a tire swing too, so you can really utilize the back of this for overlanding, cooking things, whatever you need to when out camping or at a camping resort or whatever needed, right? So what I like about the 2022 models and 2023s too for the TRD Pro Tacoma is they put a lot of like better details in it, which is pretty cool. So we do have up front the Heritage grille. You have over here in the passenger side light, it says TRD down there. And then you also then on this side, on the driver's side, it says Pro. It all illuminates in a DRL fashion. The lights are really good. And then up top, the truck is dirty right now, but you have like this topo camo up top. So it's or not camo, but it's like topo lines and all this through there. It says TRD Pro. And then the biggest thing to help for fake TRD Pros not being a thing, this one says TRD Pro right there. So for 2023, they offer electric lime metallic as a TRD Sport or a TRD Off-Road, but this is the biggest thing right here that you can differentiate a faux pro from a real pro, is that bed stamp right there. So guys, that's the new project for the channel. I'm very, very excited for this one because I already have 90% of the parts. There will be no delay in content, so I'm very, very excited to bring you guys install videos on this, generate more hype on the channel around the Tacoma, especially this TRD Pro, and then roll that momentum into a 4th generation Tacoma later in the year. So guys, if you're excited like I am, smash the crap out of that like button because these car payments are getting kind of out of hand, and I will catch you all in the next video. All right, see you later.